Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about eyebrows. I'm going to show you how you can groom and style your brows no matter what kind of natural brow you have. You may have sparse brows, you may have overplucked brows, or maybe very bushy, unruly brows. In each case, I'm going to show you what is the right product for each brow type and what kind of style suits different brow types. So let's get started. I've got a couple of brow products from Benefit here. Now some of these are part of the existing range and I have used them for a long time, and two of them are new launches, so I want to share those with you and show you what's the right way to use them. The first product I have here is Gimme Brow, and this is a volumizing gel. So this has a bit of tint and it's got fibers that help add volume to your eyebrows. So if anyone has got very sparse, very thin brows lacking in volume, you can use this to build that up. And you can also use this as a second product after filling using a brow pencil, just to kind of set everything in place. But if you've got really thin sparse brows, I would recommend this product. The second one I have here is the Precisely My Brow, and this is a really fine detailed eyebrow pencil. It comes with a spoolie on the other side, and this has been my favorite for a long time. This is kind of like my everyday product which I grab and just fill the gaps in my eyebrows, because I am naturally quite blessed to have thick brows and dark brows. So this comes in lots of shades, and that's the one thing I love about the Benefit brow products, is that not only do you have a lot of different products with different benefits to choose from, but you also have a really wide range of shades, so you can get like the exact shade match that matches with your hair color and your brow color, and that works for your skin tone as well. One of the reasons I like this is that because it's such a fine pencil, you can draw like hair-like strokes and you don't get brows that look overly done. So if you are confused what product to go for, if you are a beginner who doesn't really know what product is going to work for you, or you might be worried about how to use them, I think this is the product that is the easiest to use. And I love the spoolie in the back because that can help you groom your brows pretty easily. The third product I have here is the 24-hour brow setter. Now this may seem just like another clear brow gel, but it's actually pretty amazing. Firstly, when it says 24 hours, it is a 24-hour lasting product. And if you noticed, it's got a really interesting brush, the wand. You can see one side has got these slightly longer bristles and the other side has got these short, dense ones. If you use the shorter bristle side and use a bit of pressure, you can almost get that very laminated kind of look. And because it sets, and it sets really well, that laminated look is going to stay until you remove it with an oil-based makeup remover. And if you don't want to do that, you just want to brush them up so that they stay in place, you can use the longer, slightly curved side. Now this one I will be using in my brow tutorial, which I will start in just about a minute. So those were the products from the existing range. The two new launches are the Brow Microfilling pen and the Brow Powmade. Now this is a completely new product. It's basically a really fine pen with these three prongs, and with this you can achieve a micro bladed look. Because it is so fine, you can get that effect of really finely drawn hair. And for anyone who's got brows that are very sparse and uneven and you need to fill in basically the look of hair growth, this is ideal. This is also really good if you want something that is quite soft and subtle, that doesn't look very dark or overpowering, and this could be a really good everyday product for a lot of people. The second new product is Powmade, and this has basically replaced the Brow Gel Cream Brow Filler. That was a product I used to love because that gave you really nicely done dense brows and it stayed really well. So with this, Benefit has actually improved on the formula, and the most interesting thing is it comes with this custom wiper, so you can actually wipe off the excess product so it doesn't accumulate on your brush. The formula is actually a lot thinner now. The previous one, Brow, used to dry in a few months and it used to become just really thick. So when you use it on your brows, sometimes you would have like a lot of excess product like you get with, you know, an old mascara or an old eyeliner. But with this is going to stay creamy in the pot for a much longer time, and the formula is so thin that you need just a tiny amount. So I'm going to use the microfilling pen on one side and I'm going to use the Powmade on the other side, so I can show you the different looks you can achieve depending on what product you choose. So first we are going to try out the Brow Microfilling pen. The shade I'm using is medium brown. I haven't used anything on my eyebrows today, so you can see actually the difference this makes. This will show a more marked difference on someone who's got sparse eyebrows, but even on somewhat thick brows with some gaps, this does work for a really nice natural look. So when you're applying, you want to hold it horizontally like that, so that when you draw, you get 3 lines like that instead of just one. So you can see the color is quite soft. It's not a super intense color, so don't worry about overdoing it. So let's start. Just going to start drawing here. I always like to go in the direction of the hair growth. So I'm going to slightly angle this like that. And when I'm on this side, I'm actually using it along this direction, so you're only going to get a single line. If I try to do this again, I might end up with adding too much here, 3 lines. I want just a single line, so angling the brush accordingly. So just angling the applicator accordingly. You can add some more at the bottom if you like. So you can leave it at that. This does look quite complete and the color is not going to smudge or fade, but I want to give it like a finishing look and also show you the way you can use Gimme Brow. So let's go ahead with that. You can see it's got a tiny brush and the shade I'm using is number 4.5. So with this, I want to comb in the direction of hair growth. If you want to make your brow hair a bit thicker, what you can do is go in the opposite direction like that. The fibers in the formula are going to thicken your brows and give them more volume. So with this now, I feel it looks a bit more complete and obviously neater because the hair are all aligned in the right direction. I just want to take a second so that you can see the difference between the two. I've not used anything here so far. You can see I've got some gaps here, some gap here as well, and here I've used the microfilling pen and Gimme Brow. So let's start on this side. I'm using the Powmade in number 5. I've used it a few times and as you can see I've not really made much of a dent. You can use any angled brush if you want. You can use the one by Benefit, which I'm using today. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of product and then I'm just going to run the brush here to remove the excess, and then I'm going to start at the arch and I'll imagine I'm just drawing fine hair just like that, moving in the direction of hair growth. And here You can see it's already done the job. You don't have to work too long with this. Now this is quite pigmented, so like I said, you're not going to need a lot of it. And with this, if you want like a really like a dense, almost like a solid block color, this is the product for it. Just adding a little more here. Okay. So I hope you're able to see the difference between the two. If you just notice the top part, this looks more like, you know, fine hair, whereas this looks just a bit more dense and a bit more like a block. And to set it, I'm going to use the 24-hour brow setter. You might recall in the beginning of the video I talked about how you can use the two different sides, the one with the shorter bristles and the one with the longer. For a laminated look, you can use the shorter side, but the laminated look doesn't really look very nice on me because my hair is quite dark and long. So I'm just going to use the other side, which is like slightly curved. I'm just brushing everything. You can also do a bit more of a feathery look if you want, just by moving the brush in a slightly more upward direction rather than a sideward direction. Okay, so this is how I've done my brows two different ways, and I'm just going to finish up by plucking out these stray hair. I'm using the tweezer is also from Benefit, and it's got like a little brush on the other side. It's much easier to do this when your brows are done for me, because then I can see the bits that are kind of moving beyond the boundary. Okay, maybe just this one here at the bottom. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I think that looks quite clean. And then on this side I actually have some more, bit more of the stray hair, so and with that my brows are done. So those were two ways you can groom and style your eyebrows. The first one for a slightly more natural look, and the other one is a little more intense. I'm not sure if you can notice, but there's a big difference to my face before and after. Once you do your brows, automatically it frames your face a little better. You'll also notice that you look a little more youthful. When I was younger, I used to have practically a unibrow, like really a lot of hair. Now that my hair has thinned out, I notice that when I fill my brows, I automatically start looking a bit fresher, more youthful, and that's why brows have become like a really important part of my routine. I know I've talked about quite a lot of products in this video. If you still have any doubts on what to pick, how to use these products, do leave me a comment below and I will let you know what the best one will be for you. I'm going to list down everything I have used along with links from where you can purchase from. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in another video very soon. Bye.